for every single weekday morning begins with birthdays, and October the 4th is no exception. Sunday, so Susan Sarandon, not Sunday, Susan Sarandon is turning 77 years old on this day. We are very blessed to have her doing the work she's doing in the acting realm, and she's also doing a lot of activism. So, in that case, you may not be so blessed if she's working against your cause, but she's out there not just sucking up dollars and sucking up airtime. She's out there doing things for the greater good. 77 years old today for Susan Sarandon. Alicia Silverstone is 47 years old today. Speaking of Mean Girls, another basically iconic movie of the time, which set the stage for where we are, Gen Xers right now. Alicia Silverstone starring in Clueless, and of course doing a lot of other things as well. And one of the maybe the bigger things that she did to really put her stamp on our humanity and our culture is being in all those Aerosmith videos as a young teen. She's 47 years old today. Also a young teen, known for young teen movies, and now being old teens as she's sort of reprising as sort of a spin-off role in the, He's All That, the star of She's All That, Rachel Lee Cook, turning 44 years old on the day. Our history lesson for this day, we are talking about the 10th of or the 4th of October, the 10th month, 4th day. But we're going back to 1895 to start, where the first U.S. Open Men's Golf Championship ran by the United States Golf Association was played on a 9-hole golf course, 9 holes way back then, in Newport, Rhode Island. Didn't have TV sponsors, didn't need to have any commercials, didn't have all the things going on. So they just wanted to play some golf. 9 holes played for the first championship tournament. Not sure who won on this one, but it was a big historic thing for the day. In 1950, we talked about Peanuts being released as a comic this week. The first appearance of Snoopy in the Peanuts comic happened on this day in 1950. And in 1983, the first Hooters restaurants opened in Clearwater, Florida. Hooters still a business that still stays open and yes, still sells chicken wings. Had a big run in the 80s and the 90s for its clientele, if you will, as a family restaurant that sort of encouraged the waitresses to really trim up their uniforms for the appearances, if you will. Still out there. There's still plenty of them. They're not really promoted as much as well. And they also had speaking of golf, they also overtook a golf tournament as Hooters was the literally sponsor of the Hooters Tour. And many people made big money off of that. Not quite as much as a, let's say, distraction as a Live Golf is the PGA, but it was what it was. It was a feeder golf system and people went to the other golf tournament. Hooters began its life today in Clearwater, Florida. On this day, this 10th month and 4th day, every 10th month and 4th day, we celebrate 10-4 day. Why? Because of CB radios and 10-4, meaning that you receive the message. 10-4, good buddy. That's it. It's 10-4 day. So say it a lot. Be annoying about it. Why? By all means, do that. But today, on the 4th day of the 10th month, October the 4th, it is 10-4 day. And finally, one more thing you might not have heard. A new survey of coffee drinkers have found that 81% of responders are motivated to get out of bed in the morning by the idea of drinking coffee. Coffee literally gets people out of bed when they think about it to get up. And these respondents consume about an average of 460 cups of coffee per year. Of that, 81% of people who are getting out of bed because coffee is king and they must get it, they drink a lot of coffee. Not surprising. The surprising thing is not the fact that coffee is what wakes you up, but literally the thought of coffee, the notion of getting coffee is what it is. I can say that from my sense. Coffee itself, I have it right here, is not so much the drink, although I drink it all day. A lot of it is the ritual of going to refill the cot. When I was in radio every day, I was drinking a lot of coffee, but one day I realized I was refilling my cup every time I got to the halfway mark. So I wasn't drinking essentially 5 cups of coffee, basically just 3 cups in a sitting, because the ritual of going to the break room and pouring the coffee was also part of it, and thinking of coffee when I got out of bed.